Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of City Skylines. And yes folks, it has been probably about 2.5 to 3 weeks since we last played this game. And I do apologize, that was completely my bad. I just kind of got really screwed up on my schedule as far as YouTube, and I got kind of behind, so I was barely getting my main series out, and I was like, oh, I need to play some City Skylines because you guys keep reminding me. So yes, we are here, we are back today, we're going to be doing quite a bit of work. Really, I'm not sure if I have a set goal today. I kind of want to just expand a little here and there and kind of see what happens after that. Maybe we'll start building some bigger things. There's some specialized buildings that I do want to get into today, and maybe we'll just kind of do some of that. But yeah, also I want to go ahead and wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to be actually working on Thanksgiving. That's the unfortunate thing about working in a hotel, is that you never close. Let's go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a refresher here. Of course, we got our residential areas that we built up. I don't even know, does this have one unified name? Yes, Wood Square. Why does that not look like it's centered? Oh, it is. Okay, this is one whole district. Okay. So yeah, you've got Wood Square. Here's our industrial district, which, by the way, we need to go ahead and expand this out just a bit here. Let's go ahead and include that little cargo yard right there. Okay, so we got that. And this is our commercial district. This is about where we left off last time. We were getting into high-density residential, which you can see it right here, all the high-density residential, the apartments. Got 2 lanes of that. So, really our demand right now is in commercial, which commercial drives me nuts, because you'll get big demands for it, and then as soon as you actually install it, the actual workers just go away. So, I don't know what we're going to do there. What I am going to do, what we need to do down here actually, this road is our main road. This is what branches the main downtown district and the residential district here. And I feel like instead of gridding all of this, we're going to need to do a little bit of changing here. So my idea is to curve the city. I know that's kind of strange, and hear me out on this. We're actually going to start to curve it to the left here. So it's going to wrap and stay kind of with the neighborhood, which is also going to go along the shoreline here. Kind of wish I didn't do that with the road tool selected the whole time. But anyways, we're going to do a gradual curve. It's not going to be sharp at all. It's going to be something like that. So we've got that going, and we're going to start to curve the city here. Another thing is this highway down here, we've talked about this plenty, is going to eventually meet up in this area somewhere too. Now, how that's going to happen, I have no clue yet. We haven't gotten to that. But anyways, we'll start that road there. I'm going to go ahead and grid out another section of residential here. What kind of roads are we using? Looks like avenues? Do we want to do another avenue? I don't think I do. I think I want to do just a normal street. If I put a normal street, will it fit? Oh, is it off by 1 block? That might actually be okay. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll do that street right there. And we'll go ahead and give them the option to build here, here, all the way up to the road. So that should be good there. Check their water. Water is A-okay. So that's going to be good. And I do need to split this off a bit. I know we're doing this, I don't want to call it an awkward curve, but the gridding has got to stop. So once we start to build around this will look a whole lot better. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys this little road to kind of show you guys this is what's going on. So what we need to do now, let's go ahead. This is office, is it not? Or is this commercial? This is all office right here. I guess we will give them another little, we'll call it a little sector of commercial right behind these offices here. You know, part of me wishes instead of curving that, we just made it a slant. Huh. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting my decision. That took all of like 2 minutes to regret that. I had it planned out in my head, and as soon as I started it, I realized that's probably not a good idea. How about something like this? Now, yeah, it looks awkward at the moment. Let's go with the... Actually, I don't even want it that hard of an angle. How about a 60 degree right around that area? Let's do that. There we go. And I'm thinking of doing like a park through here, kind of like a weird shaped, you know, a lot of times you only get the rectangle parks or the square parks. Like I kind of want like an open area through there. Okay, so we've got that started. So what we can do here, we can start to, I don't know if I want to section this off. I don't think I'm going to run too many streets through this. So maybe we'll run a avenue or something right. That looks pretty close to the center point, I would say. Don't want to run that like that. Actually, I think we're going to run these crossways. But the thing about what we're going to do here, we're going to run these crossways, but it's going to somewhat keep a grid. But it's like it's a slanted grid. We're changing it up so much here, folks. So I'm thinking of running a couple of these over like this. And this is really just to change the shape of the city a bit, because the city is getting a little gridded out. So I think this will work. Let's go and do that. Let's go ahead and prepare our water lines to go up and down these roads real quick. Let's do one there. Let's try to cover all the area. One here. And then if I were to do one right here, that pretty much covers. There's like a little spot here, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. So we got that. Let's go ahead and get that high density commercial going right through here. We'll give them this little slither through here. There we go. I'm also thinking that a metro station or monorail is going to work somewheres over here too. I know we talked a lot about that the past couple of episodes, but it just hasn't been done yet, and I'm not sure if it's going to get done this episode, but I'm not going to say no yet. I kind of want to see how this section forms up before I make any actual calls on how I want to do this. Okay, so we're going to run a road through here. Actually, I need to really segment this off real quick. That is an avenue with trees. Let's go ahead and run this avenue with trees. This is where we're going to change the shape, I think, a little bit. We're going to run this out to here for now. I know this is not making sense at the moment, but I'm still picturing this in my head as far as the shape of the city. So just give me a little bit. I think this will all come together relatively soon. So let's run this here, and we're going to run that here. There we go. So we'll keep those somewhat gridded up, but we have that slanted road going through, and then we'll start to slant off down here too. We're going to leave these two zones alone for the time being because we really don't have a residential demand high enough for that. We still have plenty of slots open here. So we've got that. I do want to build something unique building-wise to try to help this area. Obviously, you can spam parks all over the place, which I think we're going to go ahead and maybe put in a dog park or something over here. We've already got a park right in this area. I kind of like the parks to be on these little corners. Maybe somewhere's right around here. So we'll put that there. So we got a little dog park. That ought to make them a bit happy. But what I want to do here, let's go ahead and see what buildings we have. Statues, no. You've got these really big buildings like these transport towers, but they just don't fit in with the city quite yet because they just absolutely tower over everything else. Let's see. I think I already have my tax office laid out. You got a grand mall here, the Colossal Order's offices. Let's see, what else do we have? Kind of want some sort of stadium, but I would settle for an aquarium. Science Center, that could be good. Okay, I really like aquariums, so we're going to go with the aquarium here. Now, the aquarium is going to get its own little square, and I'm trying to think of where that square is going to be here. Kind of want to say, maybe it won't be a square. Maybe it'll be a section about right here. Let's get it as close to the road as possible. So we'll throw that there. There we go. And we're going to close off that area around it. Let me guess, you don't have electricity. Okay, we need a temp line to be run from here to here. There we go. Temp line, and oh, it still is in the water zone. That's actually a miracle. Let's do that. Let's go and run a pipe beyond it real quick. There we go. All right, so we have our aquarium. I'm going to build up a nice park area around it. I talked about doing the park right in this section anyways. I figured if we have like a nice little plaza area and you've got the aquarium over here, this will actually fit in. Because I think the residential zone is going to come this way to the left, and I think we're going to swap back to offices and normal commercial. Residential is going to go this way. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. But yeah, I think we're going to do it like that. Let's go ahead. Even though there's not really a demand, I'm going to open these up as offices. That way we can have these going and ready. So let's go there, 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 there. I know this pattern's not exactly ideal, but I think I'm going to go ahead. I'll start spacing the roads out a bit better next time because we have a couple unused areas here. But yeah, got that. Let's go ahead and run our water down even further. right now I'm not even really worried about money because we're making a lot of it and we've got a pretty decent little backlog of money. So that's not really an issue. It's really going into some of the designing aspects. We've got a big industrial demand, which I don't want to do it. Obviously, it looks like these are actually full of workers, which is surprising. Normally I have those little icons over here saying, hey, we don't have enough people. Huh. Okay, you know what? We're going to give them a little bit here. Let's go ahead and relocate this. I was meaning to move some of this anyway, some of the wind farm here. We're going to relocate these here, and we'll move this one here. There we go. So we'll move that part of the wind farm, and we'll go ahead and go in through here. Now, normally I don't... I wonder if it's going to be safe to do that. I think we can build close to the train terminal. Normally I don't like to do that because I like to keep a dedicated road for it. But I don't think it's going to affect it too much here. Let's go ahead and get the water going over here. There we go. Okay, let's go here, and that's going to be it. I know that's probably not going to satisfy all the demand, but it's enough for me. Make them a little bit more happy. Plus, it'll keep our goods flowing here. This actually is looking better. I know I talked about getting a brush tool and filling this up with trees, and that's still the plan. I just haven't gotten the brush tool yet. But I feel like if this is really thick with shrubbery and trees, I think this will actually look really awesome, so... Okay, I think it is monorail time. Now, I warn you, I have never actually used one of these yet. This is the very first time in all of City Skylines that I've seen and or used one of these. So I'm going to observe what we have here. We've got monorail stations. Actually, there's a... Oh, that is awesome. There's a monorail station with a road under it. Wow, that's cool. Okay, what's this one over here? You got a monorail bus hub. Okay. This can be built with a bus stop so passengers can easily switch between two transport types. Obviously, we want that. What's this one? And there's a train hub. Okay. Let's see. What does this bus hub look like? So if I were to stick this on the side of the... Oh, this is going to go over a road. Oh, that's a thing. Okay. That's a real thing. That is okay, that is... I don't know if I'm planned or ready for that. I feel like maybe we need to stick the monorail station right now on the outside. Kind of like what I planned. Somewhat in maybe this area here. And then we'll go ahead and start building the station or the tracks over here. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Oh boy, this is going to be a project. I can already tell you that now. Alright, so let's go ahead and start building that. We just broke a connection to power, so... Can we stretch that close enough to get over here? I might be able to do that. Let's go here and here. That still seems kind of dangerous to have the power line that close to the monorail, but we're going to ignore that. Okay, so we're going to continue to run this monorail. Now, I do want to eventually get one of those hubs over one of the roads, but right now I want a basic connection between, we'll say, the industrial area. We'll wrap around to the low-density residential, and we'll come back around to this downtown district. This is going to be an undertaking because this is expensive. I can already tell you that right now. So we're going to run this. Can I run this over the highway? Would that be a thing, or would that be dangerous? I don't think it would be. I know it might look a little strange. I do like the whole fact that I'm running this parallel with the railroad tracks. I do think that's cool, but we might actually go under the highway here. Okay, so I just figured out, like I said, folks, it's the first time building a monorail. You cannot go underground with a monorail. So we're going to actually curve through here, and we're going to exit. We'll actually have the station right here at the entrance to the industrial area. Can we go under? Please tell me we can go under this highway. Oh, yes, we can. Tell you what, this is looking a bit more like a roller coaster than a monorail. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see if we can get this thing to curve back the way I want it to. Which line is the station with, or which square? Looks like that one. Can you not do that before you get into the station? That looks a little bad. There we go. All right, we got a connection to station number 1, which is in the industrial area, which makes sense. It doesn't look terrible. I'm not exactly... I think if I decorate around it and put some trees, the monorail actually might be a bit high through here, but there were several things I had to clear on this side. So I think that's going to be okay. So it runs down through here. We're going to make it curve... I don't know exactly where. I'm trying to think where this next station's gonna go. We might actually go all the way out here, go over the road and come up. Or we might go under the bridge here. I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna run into. Oh, this is definitely, this is gonna need to be cleaned up a bit. I will admit, I am not a monorail person. I don't know what I'm doing exactly. I like stuff that's grounded. Alright, so I've run the what the heck? Oh, we have a weird obsession with, is that donuts and ice cream? How did those stores get stacked up like that on the main road? Huh, that's a thing. Okay, we're almost through here. What we're gonna do, we're actually gonna have the next station. At first I was like, maybe we'll stick it in the light residential area, but I don't like that. I think we're actually gonna stick it over here in the high density residential. That makes a bit more sense to me. So let's do that. Let's make a curve right here. And boom, there will be a station right... Oh, of course, I screwed that curve up. Okay. You know, this isn't, like, it's pricey, but it isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought, oh, for sure, this is going to be a several $100,000 project, but it really isn't too bad. I'm quite surprised. Pleasantly surprised, actually. Let's see, can we make that curve? There we go. So we're going to eat into this station right here. Alright, so we've just got to go around this neighborhood. Now, I've got to keep in mind where I'm about to cross, because we're either going to send the roads, have a little dead zone right through here, before we add more residential on the other side. So we're either going to send the roads under the monorail, or possibly over. That could look cool. I don't know if it's necessary to do that. Oh, we're having a trash problem over here. Okay, we'll need to look at that here in a second. But anyways, let me go ahead, go around this neighborhood, try to keep this as straight as possible, and see what it looks like on the other side. Alright, the monorail is hooked in, so what else do we need here? This is the station. Is there a monorail? Is there a yard or something that I need to have activated? Cable car. Ooh, we definitely don't need one of those. There's a bus hub. That's switching between two transport types. And then you got the train hub. That can connect monorails and metros. Which, that's actually pretty useful. I don't think we'll need that right now, but not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, here we go. Our monorail is running. That's actually kind of neat. Yeah, I'm going to need to clean that line up a bit. Maybe in certain areas, add some park areas, some trees. But for our first monorail to be running here, I think that's going to be okay. So let's go ahead and watch it stop. I would like to integrate it into the roads at some point and get it to where the monorail runs right through the city. So I think we'll look at maybe adding alternate routes for it eventually. That's neat though, and it's actually helping all the neighborhoods around it and all the little areas. So I feel like that's going to be actually a big positive for the city, because who doesn't love a monorail? That's awesome. Man, I actually made a boo-boo. I thought I actually assigned this to be offices. That was actually low-density commercial. Pretty sure somebody's already done said that in the comments section. They're like, hey, you screwed that up. Yes, I indeed did. Alright, let's go ahead and move that over and get this replaced here, ASAP. That way we can get our offices in here like I originally intended. Or hopefully get some more offices in here. There we go. Get all that. Alright, so we're complaining about not having goods to sell, so either they're having traffic issues, which I don't really particularly think there's a... I mean, there's a busy road through here, but this isn't ridiculous. Like, this could be far worse. My last city setup was actually quite bad. Now, this looks like a bit of a trouble spot here entering the neighborhood. I don't know if it's time to cut this road off and force them somewhere else. You know what? We're going to cut this road right here. There we go. We could, in theory, open up a lane somewhere over here, but I really don't want people going through this neighborhood. Like, there should only be select crossings that they can get over, which I think this should be the major one right here. And of course, I can always change that if I need to move it maybe a little sooner or maybe a little bit later. But anyways, let's go ahead, since we've got some more demand. The commercial demands drive me a bit nuts, but we are having some offices come in. You know, we could add some more industrial. I know I keep talking about maybe not doing any more of this, but it just kind of keeps rearing its ugly head. Let's move the solar plant real quick. Can we move it in between this? Or actually, I'd like to have this in a little bit better spot. This won't happen to go. Can it go on the corner over here? Yeah, let's stick the solar plant right there for now. That way I can open up some more industrial areas through here. So we'll go ahead and open this here, this lane, open that. Really what we're doing, we're completing the grid here. We're just filling this in, really. Okay, so that works there. We'll go ahead and add this. I haven't checked my education and stuff like that in a while, so let's go ahead and check that out. Education. Jails are going to become a thing, I believe, soon. I don't know if that's something we want to address now, maybe doing a prison. I know we've got some detained criminals, and our jail capacity is just kind of right there. I guess, in theory, I could add another police station, which I think that might up that a bit. Or we can just go with the prison route. I don't know, we'll address that here in a minute. Let's go ahead and check fire safety. Oh, there we go, Capital City. What did we just unlock? Oh, we've got our harbors now. Oh, we got an eco water treatment plant. That's pretty cool, okay. I like that. Alright, as far as fire safety, I believe we do need another fire station over in the residential area. So I'm going to stick one kind of close to maybe some of the schools over here. Make it maybe in a little bit more appropriate spot. That way it doesn't feel so out of place. So we're going to stick it on the corner right here. Should make people quite a bit more happy through here. Crime doesn't seem to be an issue in the city. Of course, the jail thing might become an issue soon. I don't know where I want to stick the jail, but we'll eventually get that somewheres. Let's see, education, elementary schools, they're suffering. And I know, actually, they're basically the high school and the elementary schools are both suffering. I think it might be time to go ahead and boost our education here in the big city by adding a little school area here somewheres. Now, the question is, where is that going to be? We could maybe tack on over here behind the new offices, or we could take a small section of the offices out and do that there. Do we have a school? I might need to go download some mods. Do we have an elementary school that doesn't look like an elementary school? Maybe something that looks a little bit more modern, a little bit bigger. I know we've got, it's a community school, but these places don't hold really the capacity that we have. I actually really like that, the Modern Technology Institute. That's pretty cool, but I don't need another university. We can go, I mean, this looks a little bit better. Let's go ahead and add one of these elementaries right here. This isn't going to stop our problem. I feel like we need to go spam a couple more. What if we stick those side by side? I know this might be a little bit of a waste of money, but can I not stick, what if I stick it like right here? No, that doesn't work, does it? What does that look like? Actually, that looks a whole lot better. That looks like it actually doesn't stick out like a sore thumb here in the city. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and add a high school version of that, I guess. Actually, that actually looks really cool. Okay, let's go and do that on the other side of the office here. There we go. So we'll get a couple of those. That really isn't going to fix our issue. I mean, it might help a little bit here in the city. I still think we're going to have to wind up spamming a little bit more here on the elementary school wise. How many do I got over here? I've got 4. I've got 4 of these things over here. And there's still not enough capacity. That's insane. I mean, you almost feel like you have to download a mod in order to fix this. They do make a school, which it's kind of like a cheat school. It's just got a really humongous capacity, which, you know, I kind of want to download it, but I feel like I don't want to use mods like that yet. Okay, so I have a bit of an idea. Our education system, it is what it is. It's getting better. Our elementary is where we're suffering, but I don't want to add another one yet. So we're going to hold off on that. I know it seems kind of wrong, and wow, our money really went up a lot. But yeah, what we're going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and do a little split here, section-wise. So we need this road here. Sure, this road can travel under. I might send it underground. I think that might actually look better. What if I were just to do that? Does that work? Where's our next avenue? We'll go up here, go out to here. Huh, this actually works. So we're going to leave this area under the train empty. So we'll have a nice little patchy or a nice grass and tree area through here. And then we'll start the neighborhoods right back up on this other side. How many blocks do we, or how many square blocks do we have right there? Is that, oh yeah, that fits perfect actually. Of course that didn't match up. But let's go and delete that. Let's run this through here. I don't know why some of those roads just don't automatically connect. So we get that one there, that one there. There we go. So we'll empty out through here. Let's go and even that up over on this side. And then we need to add a tree road here. There we go. So we're going to have this nice little empty area where the monorail is going to travel through. And I think that's going to work. We're still having a bit of a trash issue over here. I feel like we can make this better by creating, I think it was last episode, I actually created a little area that houses, right here, a couple recycling centers and a crematorium, basically for the downtown district. And I think we might actually be doing that on this side. I just got to figure out exactly where that's going to be. Okay, so what we're going to be adding here next. I've actually done a little bit of a road structuring back through here. This is on the other side of the high density residential. And I feel like this is the perfect area for another park. I love my cities to have big, nice parks in them, as you can see here from the Dale Hill Park. Or Dale Hills. Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, there is a really cool, unique building here, and it's actually called the Central Park. And I believe, if I'm correct, this thing is going to fit, right? Why won't you fit there? What is running through to not make this fit? There's some sort of... Is that roads on the other sides of this, or is that pathways that run out? I might have to restructure or widen my road. Actually, let's delete this road here. And let's see exactly where this thing will sit. And then we can go ahead and do a little bit of structuring outside of it. So if I was going to have this right here, I'm trying to see where this is going to be even. I think right there, that is pretty, it's pretty much dead center. So if I were to build this right through here, what does this look like? Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is really nice. What was this in? Which pack? I don't remember, or actually I don't recall how I got this. Okay, so I see how this is going to need to work. I'm going to need to do some things with the roads here in order for this to make a bit more sense. I'll also need to find a way to get electricity to it. But yeah, there's a couple roads that I'm going to need to move real quick. Or could I swap this around to the other side? Actually, I don't think swapping it around is going to do it any good either. Maybe. Hold on, let's see if I can swap this around. Can I move this over, say, on this side? Roadside? Does that road match up a little bit more? No, either way, I'm going to have to sit there and move a road. So, cool. I'm going to move a road real quick and restructure a bit of this to make this make sense. And then we'll have this little central park area. I actually really like this. I think this is going to work out rather well. Okay, so our central park is placed. Looks like it's got like a pavilion right here. Almost like a little theater up here in the corner. A nice little fountain down here. I love this. This actually looks really good. The only thing I'm not really big on is the tree type that's in there, because it doesn't exactly match the trees that we have here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to allow development of high density, not commercial, residential around it. So it should fill it in, and then I'll fill in the rest of the gaps with other trees. But I feel like once this area is actually full grown, this is going to look rather nice. So there we go. We'll allow that, and we're going to leave a little bit of dead space in between, and we're not going to run any more roads through here. And we'll see how this develops. So it'll look a little bit better if it wasn't raining, but other than that, that's actually quite nice. I like that a lot. Alright, it stopped raining. You can finally actually get a better look at the park here, and they are starting to build high-density residential around it. It's not quite the fancy high-density residential, but we're going to go ahead and move this into this zone. This should help the land values just a bit. So let's go ahead and get this district set up here. And this district needs to go ahead and include all of this here. There we go. Cool. So the districts are back. They're laid out. Everything should be really improving. We've actually done quite a bit this episode. This was a very productive episode. We got all the new high-density residential in, new parks. We've got kind of a new office district going here on the other side of the high-density residential over there. Got some more high-density commercial, monorail line, aquarium. Yeah, this had a little bit of everything. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for the City Skylines series, any suggestions for the builds, how things are going, any comments, I'm definitely open to discussion here, because that's always fun for me. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the return of this series. If you'd like to like and subscribe, everything helps my channel. And we will see you guys next time on City Skylines. Thank you!